Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
And I'm awake.
And who are you really?
I'm Johnny 5.
And why are you Johnny 5 tonight?
Because awake has 5 letters in it.
Oh, very good. Which you will not be on Saturday.
Nope. I'm getting every bit of sleep I can before the weekend hits.
But before we wish a good night to anybody,
good night, everybody.
We should wish a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody.
To Zatiana, who is now 16.
Yay!
Sweet 16.
Happy birthday.
And it seems completely appropriate that we should wish her a birthday message on video, because that's what we did for her sister a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Remember, we were flying off, and we left the we did the whole scavenger hunt video thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was a while ago.
But now Zatiana is 16 as well.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that the last person to reach 16 is the best, right?
What?
Youngest kid? I always feel like the baby in the family is always the best, right?
Are you the baby in the family?
No.
Then why do you feel like that?
Because I observe.
I'm the baby.
Happy birthday, Zatiana. We're thrilled that you're 16 and you're a fantastic person, photographer, and we're honored to know you.
Yeah.
And we hope you have a fantastic next 16 decades. Yeah, let's go with decades.
16 decades?
16
Wow.
decades.
So she'll be 176. We hope you have a happy rest of your 176.
Plus, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know.
The next time we wish you a happy birthday will be when you're 176.
Happy birthday. And apparently we just tweeted in Japanese or something, it looks like.
Nice.
When we went live. So that's pretty cool.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Look at this.
Mata mone mane. Huh.
Who knows? We did Spanish for the Disneyland 60th event, so
how?
Just
what
it decides.
Who is sending these multilingual tweets?
I don't know. So if you're watching us live and you've stuck around this long as we figured things out, hashtag Geeks Corner will get into our stream, I guess is the word to say. Just don't cross the streams, and we will be able to respond to you as we go throughout the show. This week is a big week for us. It's
what's going on?
Disneyland turns 60.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Not until next month.
Well, actually 2 months.
Yeah.
But it starts its birthday celebration early. It's one of those ones that likes to start early and end late. You know, the birthday that just going. They get better and better presents.
Oh yeah, they did one 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Is this like this is just when all of its friends can get together for a birthday party, and then they'll just have a smaller celebration with family on the actual day?
That's very possible.
Okay.
And Jason Awesome says that according to the Disney Parks blog, the opening of the park this year will be very different from the past 3 years. We can definitely say that. That will definitely be true. For one, we know that they're letting people into the park early onto Main Street, and it sounds like they're going to do some special stuff. So
sounds similar to the Chalk Walk. Where,
it could be more that direction.
Yeah. In the area.
Yeah. And what time are you going to get there? I mean, we're already out of order, so
10 p.m.
You're going to get there at 10 p.m. And we were having fun earlier tonight talking about our plan.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
It's funny. I think it's funny. So here's what we're going to, let's tell them what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to have hourly updates on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
On the Daps Magic Instagram. So you want to make sure you're following at Daps Magic on Instagram. And then on the half hour, what was it called? The half hour.
We were saying the top and the bottom of the hour, but that'll be like 2 minutes apart once we get into it. So we'll do 2 updates an hour.
2 updates an hour. One will be an update on what's going on, and the other one will be a dance break.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do for this, Johnny? Because you're going to be in charge of all those.
Yeah. I have such a deep plan. I have the same plan going into this that I've had the past. Have there been 3 of these before?
4.
Yeah, this is the 4th.
This is the 4th one.
So
Third,
next time is
this
is 3rd.
Number 5. There have been at least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3, because there was the hourly update. There was the hourly update in the song, and then there was the 24-hour.
I liked that
stream.
one. The clock.
Yeah, I liked that one the best.
That was my favorite.
And then we did the 24-hour stream, and
that was
not
my least favorite.
Yeah. But this one we're going back to doing
Mr. Daps at a desk for 32 hours.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird cross between the two, because we're doing the hourly updates, but we're doing them live.
Yeah.
So it'll be a nice combination of our things before. And there's no real journalistic plan going into it. It's just, time to do an update. What's going on? What's interesting? Do an update from there.
In 14 seconds or less.
Exactly.
And then
be on Instagram.
The other part's going to be way more interesting, I think.
The dance break?
Dance breaks.
Oh, yeah.
So what you
You're
do is
way
you
more
find
efficient.
Johnny 5 or he finds you, and you're going to do a 14-second dance party.
Yeah.
Wherever you happen to be, and we are going to Instagram these, and
Mhm.
hopefully people will share them and retweet them and whatever, because that just would be hilarious, I think,
Mhm.
because it'll be the 60th anniversary dance party.
Yeah.
I think
Which
that'd be
I
great.
think it should be.
If you want to keep up with our coverage throughout the entire event, which will be
Then
starting
good luck.
tomorrow afternoon, you can go to dapsmagic.com/live or click on any of the links that say live at the top of the pages, and we will be keeping all the information up to date there and doing all that fun
Will
stuff.
that also have links to the Instagrams and the Periscopes and the Twitters?
The Instagram goes straight to the posts on that page. Cool. Twitter covers Periscope, so that's on that page, and so is Facebook. So it's all in one place. It's easy to find, and we'll be using the Daps Magic handles on all of those, and
others as we see fit.
But they won't go to that page.
They won't go to that
everything
page.
has to go through the Daps Magic. That'll be our primary outlet this weekend, and then the others will be kind of retweeting those as we can. I think is the best way to cheat that.
And are we doing that thing that we were talking about? Maybe doing.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm not going to confirm or deny anything.
In our planning group on Facebook, we said, "Oh, we should do this thing," and it's a thing we've talked about multiple times, but we just applied it.
Is this our giveaway?
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about with the things from Annie? Is
Yeah.
that I'm getting the producers?
I don't know how far the conversation got.
So we have is it 6 of them? 5 of them.
5!
Of course, there's 5. We have 5 pieces of art made by the lovely Annie Macbeth on Twitter, or Annie Hobbs Illustration on Instagram, and she has designed these for us, and we will be doing a giveaway that you will only be able to get if you follow us on Instagram or Twitter.
And follow us
the
in the
Daps
parks.
Magic one, and then you'll have to find us in the park. The other thing is I have a new bow tie that was made specifically for this weekend by Haley the Hatter, who is not here right now. She's probably getting her hair done again, and couldn't resist. It's lovely hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hair.
Anyway, she made an awesome tie, and so we're going to encourage people to find me on Friday during that 24. I prefer beginning of Friday, not the end or beginning of Saturday.
How much are you actually going to be in the park?
All 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Then it'll be a really unique 24-hour day.
Yeah.
Usually you're just in for like 2 hours.
Usually I'm covering everything back here. Yeah.
So you actually get to go into the.
I'm doing. Yeah.
All right. Are you going to be waiting in line? Are you going to join me at 10? We
No,
can be like buddies.
I'll be covering
we can sit in the line.
press event from the night before.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
So we're going to it's World of Color tomorrow night, and then Thursday night is Paint the Night and Disneyland Forever, the fireworks show. So we will be covering those and have some fun stuff coming out of that. And then all day Thursday, I've got interviews scheduled, so we'll have that up as soon as we can too. So Thursday night, while he's waiting in line, Merlin and I will be editing video and posting it, only to turn around and come back for whatever happens at 5:55 in the morning on 5:55 in the morning on Friday morning.
You all know me so well.
Yeah. So Amanda is fantastic, and she wrote. We're so like I don't even know when we started. We don't have a time. She wrote a survival guide for surviving 24 hours of Disneyland. She did a fantastic job. So we're going to go through this really quick and just give you the highlights. I would encourage you to go read it because it's a great article. She did a great job. So first off, what she says to do is listen to directions.
Yes. I love that she started. I read through it. I don't have it memorized.
That's fine. I'll do this part and you can
yeah.
add commentary.
Absolutely. There are so many people there, especially this one because it's a big birthday and they're debuting a bunch of stuff and it's Memorial Day weekend. There's going to be so many people there. The cast members are just there to make sure that everyone stays orderly so everyone can experience everything the best way possible. So if you're the guy who's, yelling and screaming, you're not going to have a very good day. But if you're the guy who's like, oh, I need to move. Okay, sure. And you move, you're going to have a much better day than everybody else.
Yeah, very good. Pack only what you need is the second tip advice.
Treat it like a quest to Mordor. Pack just what you need. Make sure that you have everything you need, but don't pack a ton of stuff. Like I'm considering a lot of things that don't have batteries to keep me occupied in the line that won't drain my batteries for the rest of the day. So like books, crochet, stuff like that. But a disposable iPod. I'm just going to use up this battery, and once it's gone, I don't need it for the rest of the day. But I'm thinking like maybe I shouldn't bring my calculus textbook to do math for fun. That would be too much weight.
Yeah, you may not want to bring like a laptop and a bunch of video cameras.
Yeah, bring one
Oh
video
wait,
camera.
we might have to. Oh well.
Yeah. So keep an eye toward keeping it light, but keeping it necessities.
Next is eat right and moderately plan your day.
Skip it. No, really. So at this point, you need to make sure that your battery is your tech is healthy, but that you are healthy. Because if you run out of energy, that is the worst possible situation, I would think. If you're at Disneyland and especially if you're one of those people who gets really grumpy when you don't eat, please, for the sake of all of us, eat. So there's not a bunch.
Starbucks should be open, so no
Really?
excuses there.
Okay, good.
I think they're opening at 4 something on Friday morning.
The one in the park? Okay. Because that's been the worst thing for me, is that none of the food really opens until like 11.
Yeah.
So getting there at 10 p.m. and waiting until 11. So pack.
And you just want
some
your
kind of
big
snacks.
thing of bread,
I
right?
just want a big thing of bread and a pretzel, just carbs all day.
Give me my bread.
This is not the healthy way to eat. This is just what I do.
This is the right way.
Yeah.
No.
Carbo load, just tons of carbs.
What about the moderately planning thing?
You should have a sense of
Things you want to hit?
yeah.
I mean, we have things that we're going to try to hit, and we've got some
Absolutely.
fun ideas for how we're going to cover that for you. And so, really keep up with us. Keep up with the DAPs handle, because we'll be watching that the most.
Yeah.
And we're going to try to have some fun surprises for you through the day.
And I'm certain that in at least one instance, I will get to a location early to save a spot, like for the parade. I want to get there significantly early.
Yeah, we're going
Grab
to
my
just sit there for like 12 hours.
Maybe not, but maybe like maybe
We
2
can't
hours sitting
move.
on the
I
curb.
bet.
I don't know, maybe an hour.
Do you
But
remember when 2 hours was the norm for Parade of Dreams?
Yeah.
I just had that thought like 10 years
and
ago.
Fantasmic too.
10 years ago this week, we would have been waiting 2 hours in the sun for the first Parade of Dreams in the afternoon. That was at 3 o'clock. Wasn't it 3? Yeah, it was 3 o'clock, and then they bumped it to 3:30. Yeah.
So just know what you want to do and be aware of, like, well, I want to go on Haunted Mansion.
We're not going to tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah, we are. We're going to tweet about it.
Well, once we're there, but we're not
Yeah.
telling you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. You can head home at any time.
That's true.
No, it's not.
There is no shame in leaving the park, so the rest of us can enjoy it.
Especially if you're driving yourself.
Yes.
If you're driving yourself, be safe. That's
I
Miss Bailey C. My response to both Mr. Daps and Johnny Five during the 24-hour Disney day, and it's a picture of a Sam Eagle quote that says, "You're all weirdos." I think it kind of have to be to.
Miss Bailey C. Is this the first episode you have watched? Because I
No,
think we've established
she's watched
that
every episode since number 1.
you should have known that 4 years ago. But yes, I agree. We are, for the sake of journalism and whatever misplaced sense of identity.
And
we
Mikey
have.
really likey. I saw that. Thank you. Perfect. I'll tell you after.
I didn't see it, but I'll catch up
It
after
popped up
we're
on my
done.
screen, and now I can't find it, so I can't respond online. So there you go, Mikey. Thank you.
They're making a video of his own experience.
Yes.
Nice. Well,
And
he's in
He's
Florida.
in Florida.
He's gonna
Yes.
do one for us too.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Mikey,
So
I really
next
like you.
next tip: bring your own charging devices. I'm bringing
Yes.
2. No, I'm bringing 3.
I'm bringing an external
You
battery.
have your ginormous one, don't you?
Yeah,
And you're
as
gonna
I-
actually charge it this year.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
fully charged when I arrive. I don't remember what
That was stressful last year.
it was. It was very stressful last year. Plus, I was using my device a constant 30 hours.
Hey, look, our
Speaking
battery's
of
dead, so
which,
we'll keep talking.
We like to be.
Oh, we're back.
Hey,
Nope, we're
what-
back.
what-
Oh, there we are. I think the camera's back on. Yeah, there we go. That
So
was
keep your
magical.
batteries charged.
So keep your batteries charged, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah, bring charging devices. The charging lockers are actually a really good deal.
But they're going to be full.
They will be full, but for the amount of time that you will be able to get them, it's definitely worth. I think you can get 2 hours at a time or something like that. That should be
And
more
that
than
should
enough.
that should charge you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just then you're without your phone for 2 hours.
Yeah, which is why if you have a charging case, use it to fully charge your phone, and then when your phone is fully charged and your case is empty, have it charge your case, and then
That's
when
a
your
good call.
phone is needing battery,
Just
you can-
swap
yeah.
that out instead.
So there
That's a
are
good safety
ways to
tip.
kind of modify all of that. If you need your phone at all times, like I did last year, so I get that.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a thing to do.
Yeah. Last tip
I
is
have a quick question.
you don't want the last tip?
I do, but
Okay.
let's finish battery. Last 24-hour day, one of the challenges was the Disneyland lockers were not
Yeah, they're
available.
back.
They're back. Okay.
Yeah, they're back.
And are there charging lockers in there?
Mhm.
Cool. So you have them in both parks.
So the last tip is have fun.
Yes, absolutely. If you're not
Attitude
having fun,
is
leave.
everything. Yeah, it's seriously. If you're not
Yeah.
having fun, just head out. You'll be doing yourself a favor. You'll be doing everybody else a favor.
Come back in a
And
couple of weeks when
it's-
it's not as crowded. and
It's
then
not
see the new
us
parade.
being mean. It's not anybody being mean. It's just not a good fit, and that's totally okay. And
Because what's the point in saying to your friends, "Yeah, I went to Disneyland for 24 hours and I hated every minute of it." If you have to say, "I went for
Well,
24 hours and it was awesome." You wanna
think
have
of
a good
how
story.
many people were complaining about. Was it the second one?
Yeah.
The second one, and it was just a grump fest, and it was like, well, then leave. Like if they'd have just left, the people that were left would have had a great time.
Mhm.
Don't be the party pooper. So if you're showing up on Thursday night, Pumbaa parking is where you want to go. You can start at basically 10 o'clock p.m. Making Friends will open at 4 a.m. because that's a great time. You can get in line, I believe, at 10 a.m. also. Is that correct? For the pre-opening queue.
10 p.m.
Yep. And then at 2 a.m., they're going to make you get rid of all of your tents and your chairs and your sleeping bags, anything that you use
Inflatable
to live
fold-out couch.
that you're not going to carry around with you in the park or get through security, gone.
Your Keurig
That's
machine.
also the point where you're going to get moved through security into the Esplanade. And then I believe at 4, is that right? Yep, 4 o'clock,
4.
you're going to get moved into Disneyland because that's the side you're going to go to, right?
Oh yeah.
And then at 6 will be the opening moment, 5:55, 6 o'clock. And 24 hours will begin. This is something to be noticing, I think, that's different a little bit this time, is they're very clear that costumes are not going to be prohibited for adults.
Yes.
And in the past, they've kind of been lenient on that. But the fact that they actually
And
went out
last
of their
time they
way to
flat out encouraged it.
Disney
Yeah.
bounding. But yeah, but they are making a difference with that. And so we have a list of all of that stuff on the website. Tickets are good for the full 24 hours, even though it goes into Saturday. But
Is there any kind of theme? Is there other than Diamond
Diamonds.
Celebration?
diamonds are a
is
girl's
Disney.
best friend.
Okay, so I should do my best Carol Channing impersonation.
Sure.
Okay,
That'd be
that
fantastic.
might. We'll discuss.
There's your party dance song. Yeah, so that's kind of our brief wrap up of what's going on with the 24-hour day. Next week, you will see us. We'll see how we do that by next week. Hopefully, we've recovered by then. I think we will. We'll have some great coverage for you. We'll have some fun video. Maybe we'll unveil our 20 whatever hour video at that point that we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that maybe next week on here, and then we'll put it on YouTube, and that'll be fun too, because then it's unique or something like that. Also, in Disney California Adventure, we're changing gears now. They just opened Grizzly Peak Airfield. I've had a chance to visit it. Murray's gotten to visit it. Roger's gotten to visit it. Have you've seen pictures or anything?
Nope. I have seen pictures. but I
Okay,
haven't
that's good
visited.
enough. And we
I
actually
don't know
did a
that I've seen the-
Periscope
okay.
video of it that was kind of fun. Walked around in the rain, because what's better than walking
Yes.
around in a national park mock-up in the rain?
I thought it was supposed to be California Adventure. We don't get rain here.
First day and they failed on the theming. No, I actually really liked it. I thought it felt like a national park, and they do a really good job of making it feel immersive. And I think we spent 45 minutes the other night, Murray, on Sunday night, just kind of hanging out there with Jenny and goofing off and taking pictures of that awesome Rambler and looking at details, and then going on Soarin' and seeing Michael Eisner's bald head. And you can see, like, it's so clear now, like you could see the bald spot.
Oh, because they updated the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
HD now, and it looks awesome. I was really impressed with that.
Does it still end in Christmas?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
it's the same video, just really high quality, and it smells really good. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
smell vision, whatever you want to call it, I thought was improved by a ton.
5D.
Yeah, it was interesting at the end. It doesn't go black anymore. Did it go black for you, Roger?
No, did not.
Because it's just the blue now. It's a blue screen, and so you don't have that falling backwards into darkness thing. So
Like Star Trek.
yeah, kind of like that. And Miss Bailey says no, she's known we're weird all along. She just
Okay, good. I was worried.
And she said
For
she
you.
saw the Muppets quote book at Hallmark and thought it was relevant. So she was waiting for that moment to be able to say we were weirdos.
Just for this moment.
Yeah, she was
I blame your
waiting.
hat.
But
That's
I
a wicked
really
hat.
feel like it was a huge step up from Condor Flats, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's very peaceful.
Yeah, it's very relaxing, very peaceful. It looks beautiful at night.
Is it going to be my new favorite location? Like, will I cry?
I didn't see bread there, so maybe not. But
But I can get bread.
you
and
will
sit
you will
there.
definitely. Well, are you in? Yeah, you'll like it. You'll like it.
Because my center is like wooded mountain.
Yeah,
area.
I think you will.
Okay.
And it flows really nicely into Grizzly River Run, and
no,
just
flows is in Cars Land.
yeah, it doubled up. But it has a really nice overall area, and it makes it an actual land kind of thing as
Nice.
opposed to just being really segmented little pockets. And they completely replaced the trees going all the way up to Grand Californian, so the theme just really does carry all the area. And I think I'm really impressed. Great job, Disney.
Yeah, Soarin', like you said, Soarin' facade definitely flows.
Yeah.
Into the Grand California.
Yeah, and it looks better going into Buena Vista Street too, because
Mhm.
there's just not that weird like cement jungle into 1920s. Now it's kind of this timeless 50s, 60s national park into Buena Vista
Okay.
Street, and it just doesn't seem to be as harsh of a transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you were taking a road trip.
Yeah.
From the city into the national park.
Yeah, it worked pretty well.
Nice.
And that was
And then
Roger's
someone-
hand that you just saw on the screen, everybody.
that
Congratulations. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I just was like, oh, that's funny. So tonight, we're going to talk about one last thing. We're going to go a couple minutes past because we started late. What's it say? Show tonight or postpone? You have to hit refresh. Jason is awesome. Can you tell him that? So the last thing tonight
is the finale of Star Wars.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Same thing.
Yes, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had its season 2 finale last week at Tuesday night. You bolted out of here the moment we were done for your 2 hour of awesome.
Yeah.
And then you did your 2 hour of writing, probably
which
way
took
more.
a long time to figure. Man, there were not.
But
yeah.
So what do you think overall?
I loved it, and I'm only half joking when I say it was a Star Wars finale because there was a lot of Star Wars in that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like no direct references. Can we blanket spoiler alert?
Yeah, there's slight spoilers here, so if you haven't seen it yet, you might want to mute us or something, and then Johnny will start waving when we're done talking about it.
I just wave anyway. So
okay,
you
so
can't
go
touch
ahead.
My waving.
Anyway, spoiler has been told.
Yeah, but there was the loss of a hand.
Mm-hmm.
There was a join me and the two of us can be more
Which is
powerful.
interesting because every Phase 2 Marvel movie had the loss of a hand.
Oh dang.
So anyway, keep going.
Oh dang. They're really joining the franchises.
Mm-hmm. Murray's like, did they? Yes, they did. I didn't come up with that. I was reading it on one of, I think it was Slash Film or something. But anyway, keep going.
Wow. That just
It's all
changed my
connected.
day. Yeah, it's all connected.
Hmm?
Iron Man did?
I don't remember Iron Man 3 that well.
It actually listed it in the article I was reading. So yeah, it happened.
But anyway, I like there
He's like, I'm looking it up. Anyway, keep going.
there were a lot of how are they going to get out of this one type situations,
Mhm.
and they managed to tie all of those loose ends up really well.
And give us a few surprises.
And then they gave us the last 10 minutes or so was
Yeah.
all about let's just set up all these other things you're going to be really worried about for the entire summer.
You know,
and
one
don't
of
get
the
to know anything about until they come back.
big things I thought that came out of this episode. Who do you think is the new star of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I still think it's Coulson.
But who's the new star? Like, who's the new guy that really emerged in this episode? Like, he's been a little bit all season.
Mac?
I think it was Fitz.
Fitz.
Fitz suddenly is like this whole season
Yeah.
he's kind of been slowly like gathering steam.
Mhm.
And you start looking at this whole season and it was as much about Fitz as anybody else.
It's true. It's very true.
And you think before he was kind of that quirky comic relief guy that was cute with, and
yeah, and now he's the quirky comic relief guy who really has his own story to tell.
right,
So-
and it really was his story,
Yeah.
and he's become, and I think will become even more
Mhm.
a really central part of the future of the show.
Yeah, well,
It seems like.
he has to be for a couple episodes right at the beginning to
Yeah.
address the situation.
I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. So how'd you feel about that? last 5 seconds of the show.
Yeah, the last.
Don't say what
frames.
happened. Just tell me how
I
you
won't
feel.
say what happened. I will say that I like to Google things,
Mhm.
and this is something that literally nobody knows. There doesn't seem to be a direct link to any comic book thing. Like there are a couple of speculations of it could be this, it could be that, but there's no like, oh, we're going to tell this story from these comics now, unless Murray knows differently. But he's giving me this weird look. Do you know what it is?
I don't know what you're talking
The
You haven't
last,
seen the end of the show?
the
Yeah.
very last visual in the episode.
The tragedy.
And there's a
We'll
there's
talk
an
about it
object
after
involved.
the show. It'll be
There's
great.
an object involved and nobody knows what that object is.
In
And
the
that's
ship.
driving me crazy.
All right, we'll talk later. Anyway, keep
But,
going with what you're saying.
So it's really I've heard interesting interviews where it might be a completely different type of thing than what we're all thinking, just by little offhanded remarks that two different people said.
If they even know.
If they even know, which
Yeah.
they may or may not, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. And
It turns out years later, there's an interview. Yeah, we just thought it'd be a funny end of the season. We didn't really figure out what it was going to do.
yeah, but the character involved is listed in the cast list for next season.
Yeah.
But so
There's always flashbacks or
was-
something too.
There's flashbacks.
Yeah.
People have been full on just hallucinations for a
Mhm.
couple of episodes.
Yeah, anything could happen.
What's Lucy Lawless was
Mhm.
listed in the cast and was in 2 episodes total, and one was a flashback.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many different ways someone could be in the
sky
show,
is the limit.
but
yeah.
still the character is
Yeah.
somewhere else. So
I
don't-
would be curious how
I-
far out they've written
yeah,
whatever. I'm sure there's kind of an overarching plan of how it all fits in.
there's got to be.
But I'd be curious with the details of like, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
I'm excited to see how the Inhumans movie is going to grow out of. I think they've
What's
definitely
going
set
on.
up
Yeah.
why there will be a lot of Inhumans
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
That was an interesting thing, and I want to discuss the science of that with somebody who understands it better than I do.
Yeah, that'd be interesting too.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, there are processes that have been applied to things, and we know how the original influenced people. I want to know how it influences
What
people
happened?
after the
Just
process.
to say what happens next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're kind of at our time limit, if I've counted right. So what's
just
your
go till you tell me to
prediction
stop.
for next season, if you have any?
I really, really, really hope the next season starts immediately after this season ended.
I'm hoping next season goes to a format that's more like not necessarily storyline, but goes back to focusing on a team as opposed to
Yeah.
focusing on overall like huge
Oh, we're gonna be
everything
seeing
going
Team
on.
2.
and so I really want to see it kind of focused back in a little bit and get that family dynamic going again, as opposed to over here, over there,
Yeah.
and it might even be 2 teams. Who knows? Like,
Yeah,
But-
I'm interested to see how they could get back to that, because it seems like they've really specialized each person rather
Yeah.
than building that.
cohesive unit.
Yeah,
And that might be what next season's about, is rebuilding that or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway,
That's
we are out of time. We've gone over, and you need sleep because there's no Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tonight. You can do so, and
Yes.
you'll probably be sleeping for the next 3 days in preparation
I hope
for
so.
Friday. If you do see us in the park, please stop, and we would love to get an Instagram picture with you to post on our Instagram, and you can do what you want with yours.
Well,
And
we'll discuss.
yeah, we'll barter. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
It'll be
anyway,
$3.
with that, we will see you around the corner.
Geek out.